Moving on, we have Surinder, who sent in a question through our website www.mbnow.in. He says that he's planning to buy a 2 BHK house in Gurgaon for pure investment purpose. He can hold it for around 7 to 10 years. Now, he doesn't wish to go beyond Sohna Road. However, his budget is not beyond 35 lakh rupees. Please advise which locations and projects should I go for. Are affordable homes a good option for investment? You know, I really like the way he worded the question. Yes. My budget does not go beyond 35 lakhs, but I do not want to go beyond Sohna Road. What would you suggest?
I think that's that's not just clever, but very thoughtful as well. I remember recently discussing it on another platform that these days, there is a lot of question or a bit of popularity of locations like Bhiwadi, Alwar-bypass, etc. But under the current circumstances, I think it's better to stay within Sohna. Doesn't mean that those other locations are not going to be for future. But under the circumstances, it's better to stay within Sohna because, there is a lot of stock in these markets. Those aren't moving. Anybody who is invested in these markets knows that the prices have just become quite stagnant. So as an investor, you don't really meet your objectives. So that is a good point that he wants to stay within Sohna. However, he's also caveated that by saying he needs it within 35 lakhs. And I think that therein lies his challenge because if you are within Sohna, then that budget may be a little tight. But still,
the Sohna Road, the Gurgaon market, like you just pointed out, has a lot of supply. Yeah. Would he find something in the resale market in that budget?
Resale, of course, is there, but resale requires, a very in-depth scan of the market. And of course, these days it's very easily helped by Magic Bricks or certain other platforms that are there. So you don't really have to take too much of a trouble initially. Of course, you'll have to go and visit each property. But if you were to look at it from a little macro perspective, then I would say, there are fresh projects that are coming in, and he's obviously mentioned that he's looking at affordable housing projects. We'll talk a little bit about the affordable housing projects, but let me say that, within Sector 68, there are projects, or within Sector 99, there are projects which are 2 or 3 years away, and they might make good investment propositions because you will be entering at an early stage, so you can actually meet your budgetary objectives. To name a couple of them, there is Riddhi Siddhi in Sector 9, there is Supertech's couple of projects like Scarlet Suites or Azaliya in Sector 68. These are all about 3 odd years away. Good time to maybe enter and, probably look for an upside. Yes, of course, like we've discussed earlier, Kavita, in your programs, there is, a flurry of affordable housing projects. Affordable as well as EWS housing projects in these belts, and like I said earlier, you have to be a little careful about finding the right project there because there are certain projects which have just been announced as affordable or economically weak section housings in order to take some benefits or avail of certain.
And also, if Surinder is essentially looking at the affordable housing projects that are sanctioned by the government, yes, of which there are quite a few in the Sohna Road market. Yes. Now, what we understand here, Arvind, is that these projects also come with a lock-in period. Yes. So the good thing is, of course, that Surinder is looking at a 7 to 10 year investment. Because if you do get into one of these, and that would probably be a safer bet, would you say, the government sanctioned affordable home projects? Because this is also one market which is seeing a lot of project delays, a lot of projects not being delivered, in fact, for close to 10 years.
Which is de facto the case in many cities in India. But yes, to come back to your point, it is obviously a good proposition when you invest in a government or a government approved or a government sanctioned project because there are a lot of risks that have already been taken care of. So if you can find something like that, then I think it's a good proposition. The other good thing is he's keeping a time horizon of 7 to 10 years. I like that. In fact, if not 10 years, definitely 7 to 8 years is needed when you make an investment like this. So I think your vision is quite clear. You're looking to stay within Sohna. You are willing to enter at an early stage going by your budget, and you're keeping a good horizon of 7-8 years. So I think with this and a couple of projects that I mentioned, maybe you'll get some more if you did some more due diligence and search. You could go ahead and do in.
So Surinder, here's what you need to do, and while I run through that list of advice for you, I'll also pull up the chart showing the prices in Sohna Road for you, averaging around 8,288 rupees per square foot. there it is. Now, here's what you need to do essentially. Look at the resale market, look at the affordable housing projects, also look at the government sanctioned affordable housing projects, and you really need to go out and look for a good deal, because like you yourself pointed out, the budget really is far lower than what this market actually commands at the moment. But yes, if you look for it, you'll probably get yourself a good deal. You will have to do some legwork over there. Also, the other thing that you do need to check out is that if you are getting into a government sanctioned project, there will be a lock-in period if you're going to buy it from a developer. And if you are, like you said, you plan to get into an under construction apartment, then there is a certain risk that you are taking on. You will need to do a very, very close due diligence, get a legal expert to go through all of those papers, and then go ahead and sign on the dotted line.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.